of this Yoga Vasistha? Yeah? You've heard of, everybody's heard of Yoga Vasistha? Vasistha's yoga. Yes? There are many versions of it. Yes? You heard of it? How many? Okay, how many have not heard of it? Hare wo, chodo, come. Leave it. Come. Whole day I've been running around. My God. That is truly Yoga Vasistha. 4 hours in the medical practitioner's place. Keep seeing sick people go in, go out. I was not sick, okay? Medical checkups. Whole day I came back home at 4:30. I ran. Yoga Vasistha. Living Yoga Vasistha. It would be nice to see, hospitals, sick people go in, happy people come out. Does it happen? Sick people go in, more sick people come out. Yeah. Why did I see the doctor? He tells me now I have more problem. Oh, sorry, doctor. Yeah. I really have no idea where to start from. But I'll still begin. So let's make it talk in a different. Let's make it a little bit interactive. Yeah? Let's not make it one person version of conversation. Yes? Yeah? So what is important for you in life? Now it's a question from me to you. Feel free to just share. What is important for you in life?
Family.
Huh?
Family.
Family is important? Okay. Happiness?
Peace.
Huh?
Peace.
Peace. What else? Huh?
Freedom.
What else? That's it? Family, peace, freedom?
Good health.
Good health?
Yes.
Those who don't have good health, they think of good health.
Because you mentioned about hospital.
Huh? Don't go to the hospital. What else? What is important? Speak in English also. Hindi. What is important? Really, what is important for you in your life?
Self-effort.
Sure? Are you sure? Pakka? पढ़ के आइए. Living in self-effort. Yeah. So, what do you think this life is directed towards? Where is this life going? What is the direction of your life? Where it is headed?
Death.
Huh?
Death.
Death. Peter, your answer reminds me of a cartoon, this Tom and Jerry and everything in a car going and boom in a van, there's a wall and boom. And they get squished and they pump in air and they come back again. Okay. Death, huh? Okay, for you, anybody else? Where is your life focus directed towards? Huh?
Evolution.
Evolution. What do you understand by that?
Evolution. We are evolving.
Are we?
I'm getting enlightened.
Huh?
I'm getting enlightened.
Okay. Enlightened lady.
Not it.
No, what?
Heading.
No, really.
Heading.
What is your life heading towards? Think about it before you answer. Where am I moving?
It's a
In
discovery.
which direction? Huh?
It's a discovery.
Discovery. Okay. What else?
No idea.
No, that's very honest. Yes. Really no idea. Huh?
Back to the self.
Back to the self. Interesting, huh? We are self. So we have moved away from the self. Now we have to bring us back to the self. And there is some door of death in the middle. What else? Anything else? Where are we headed?
No idea.
Sure?
Yeah.
So why are we doing what are we doing?
Don't know. One day I'll find out.
One day I'll find out. Till that time, keep doing.
Yeah.
So we cannot move away from doing. Can we? Anji? No, we can't. Can't move away from doing. And then in this doing, we go through this. Yes? You know, generally, often people have this idea that happy people live in some special way. We have this idea that there are categories of people. One are enlightened, some are on the path of knowledge, some are striving for enlightenment, and some are dumb. Oh, whatever. There could be more degrees. You know? Does it make sense? A lot of people often think this is the way, this is the direction of life. You know? Is that really true? Is there up and down for everyone?
Yes.
Including the enlightened?
Yes.
Including the enlightened.
Ah. Are enlightened not part of the world, of the universe?
They are more part of the world.
So they should go through more.
Nothing affects them.
They're not affected, right?
Yeah.
They're not affected.
Huh?
Part of it, but they don't get affected.
Are
by
you
it.
sure?
Totally.
Are you
Then they're
sure?
not enlightened.
Huh?
They're not enlightened.
See, now our definition of awareness, knowledge, enlightenment, knowledge is that I am not affected by this happenings of this world. True?
Yep. Yep.
So they should never get cold.
No. Not get affected by.
Mentally.
Yeah. It's,
Mentally.
yeah. The aspect of I'm getting a cold and why am I getting a cold or what am I getting a cold, that doesn't affect them. It's
So-
getting a cold and observing the cold, like it's just happening. It's not like.
So you're talking about not physically affected,
Yeah.
more in the subtle, in the mind not getting affected. Sure?
Yeah.
So Jesus was never sad. Buddha was never sad. Rama never got sad in life. Krishna never was sad in their life.
Depends on their
They
definition
were
of
more.
sadness.
Now it's an intellectual. Now see how intellectually we are twisting. See, now you got stuck in your own world. See, this is what is happening. You are going to tell me the one that is going to be born on this plane, on this physical realm, on this plane, will be untouched by this plane? This is a platform, right? This world is a platform for all of us to exist. Correct? Who can be unaffected by that? I have seen even Guruji feeling so sad, so unhappy when tsunami happened.
Yeah.
For days. When Nityanand, one of our greatest teachers, he passed away. For days. I've seen him in that pain of losing somebody very close. You understand? Everybody is affected. They are in denial if they say that they are not affected. It's not how much you get drenched in the rain outside. It's how quickly you run towards the home. Does it make sense? The measure of your knowledge or enlightenment or consciousness or awareness is not how quickly you get affected and how quickly you go down. In fact, it is how quickly you pick yourself up. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yes? This is the basis of this whole conversation. Why would a great saint walking into Vasistha Muni, is a saint called Maharishi Vasistha, thousands of years ago. If you actually date it, it was around 8,000, 8,500 years ago. Can you imagine? We have never been able to properly date it, but it's quite old. That time, when there was a prince in a kingdom, there was a somehow very wise news of a wise king being born, and this prince being born, and this prince will bring a lot of solace to the world. This prince had great qualities, but this prince, when he started moving out in the world, he started going from village to village, looked at different places in his kingdom. He came back very depressed, very unhappy. He saw how death was inevitable. Is it? Is it inevitable?
Yes.
Anybody who wants to avoid it? Can't avoid it. Yeah? How he saw that even young people can fall sick and die. Old, and then he saw old age. He saw old age and he said, my body is going to become that. It will become frail. All the food that I am interested in, I cannot digest. There's so many wrinkles on my body. I cannot even stand without a stick. You know, my eyes cannot see. These visions are beautiful, but my eyes don't allow me to see. Now, what do I do? So it's as if the nature is telling me, body, go back, get out. I mean, go back. Out you go. Your time is up. So he became looking at the young, the old relationships. He saw, as he visited villages, as he visited people, couples, families, when you travel, you stay with people, right? He saw how husband and wife would fight, how there will be relationship issues. We are talking about 8,500 years. It still continues, okay? Nothing changes. Yeah? How he saw people are jumping from relationship or getting drama into this. How he saw, men and women are engaged into just body pleasures. Their mind is stuck into those elements. They is not able to come out of it. And he saw the stupidness of a childhood. How we are innocent and yet little stupid. Don't know and what mistakes we do. And then ultimately from that to adolescence to an adulthood to relationship and then children and then becoming old. He saw all that. More and more he traveled, he went to the temples, he prayed there, he meditated there. And by the time he reached back to his kingdom, to his palace, he walked in, he was a very dejected person. He was 16 only, 15 or 16, very young. And he got totally depressed. He said, if this is what the world is all about, what is the greatness of this world? What is the greatness about being born on this planet? What is so great about achievement on this planet? What is so great about creating stuff in this planet? I want to create. It will all wither away one day. Isn't it? No matter how great you were, Alexander the Great, you will be forgotten. No, not everybody will know you in the world. Some parts of the people will know, some parts of the world will know. Some other will not. Whatever greatness you have, whatever great you build or created, time will consume it. Isn't it? Nothing lasts forever in this world. Absolute nothing lasts. So he got depressed. So he said, what's the point of living? What's the point of existing? This world is a very, frail, very useless world. It was a very depressing thought and he got stuck in that thought. And he stopped eating. Not many people know, especially people from Asian origin, because Rama, that great prince called Rama, became Lord Rama. Come. More people with you, come. So imagine the influence of Ram. Influence of Ram did not just go from India or that area. It went on till, what is the spiritual India? There's only one person in India who's defined the spiritual India. There is only one master in India who's defined the spiritual India. Do you know who that master is? Shri Aurobindo. Shri Aurobindo in the 30s, I think 30s or 40s he passed away. 40s. Have you heard of Shri Aurobindo?
Yes.
Yeah? In south of India there is a city called Pondicherry or now Puducherry. So, and his spirituality, you can say, it was so strong. There was a French lady sitting in Paris, and one day he came into his dreams. She'd never Paris, India, so far away. She dreamt of her, and she left France and came to India. She found him, followed him, and she went on to become the next master in that lineage. She was called the mother. So that man, Sri Aurobindo, defined the influence of Rama and the sages and the enlightened master from that piece of land. How? From the banks of Euphrates till like Japan and Philippines and all. That whole landform, mass area, was known as the spiritual India. So India is a word given to us by British, right? India doesn't exist. The word was Bharat. Yeah? Bharat has two meanings. One is the entire globe. It's like Mexico country and Mexico city. Yes? Brazil country and Brasilia the city. Same thing. Bharat as a landmark, the planet itself. How the people lived on this planet, how different cultures existed on this planet, and how they interacted with them. The influence of that one prince for thousands of years, even now it continues. Yes? So much so, the king of Thailand, you know what is the king of Thailand called? King Rama the Great. Do you know this? Even now, the king of Thailand is named as King Rama, and then his name comes. His present name comes. So, that was his influence. And this young prince was very, very depressed. He stopped eating food. He stopped meeting people. He locked himself in the room, and he would just sit in the garden, look at the sky, he would look at the ceiling, he would not interact with his brother and sister, became pale, unhappy. And when this sage walked into his palace, he asked his father, Dashratha. The king Dashratha had 4 sons, Ram, Bharat, Lakshman, Shatrughan. 4 sons. Yeah. Ram was the oldest, the eldest. So he said, you had promised me that one day you will send Ram to my school to protect my school. Yeah. So generally kings would promise protection to their teachers, from vandalism, from whatever, from people who do funny stuff. Yeah. So he said, because you are a Kshatriya, you are a warrior, you are a son of a warrior, you're supposed to come to my school, make sure that the knowledge and all the lineage's knowledge that I bring is protected. So why you have not sent your son? Dashrata said, the father says, my son is depressed. My son is not in a state of mind that he can come. He's so frail, so thin, he doesn't eat. Can you imagine? The whole landmarks of India right now, 1.2 billion people, most people in India would revere or, pray to Lord Rama. And imagine that one guy was unhappy and depressed. And then Lord Rama, or as Prince Rama, was asked to come to the palace. So when we are not happy in our life, day-to-day life, what do? We try to seek answers, isn't it? Yes? There are certain burning things within us, and then, of course, if it's a physical ailment, we go to the doctor and he tells us something, he diagnoses it and gives us thing, and we are ready to get over it. But what about the mental, psychosomatic things? Who will give us direction in that? So that was the role of a master. The master helps you in overcoming your mental, mindfulness, mind things, all these things. So Rama came, and then Vasistha made him sit in front of him in the middle of the court. They all sat. All the sages, they say, all the sages and the rishis and the munis and the schools and the teachers and all those people came. And the important business people, all, because they all heard in the kingdom in the palace that there's going to be a beautiful conversation, important conversation going to happen. They all gathered. And then Vasistha had a conversation with Ram, and that conversation was recorded as the Vasistha's yoga, the yoga Vasistha, the yoga of Vasistha. It's very beautiful. So yoga does not mean doing asanas. First thing, very important. People think yoga means asana. No, yoga does not mean asana. There is more mental gymnastic that the mind does. Our mind becomes very fat rather than our bodies. Our mind can become very inert and not moving in situation. Then our body is more, isn't it? Your body could be agile and flexible and everything, but our mind gets stuck and we become unhappy. So it's not that only, fat people sometimes are more happier than thin people. So just wanted to discuss a few things about, I don't know how much justice I can do to it. But I just wanted to spark that conversation in you. So please, so that you can go back and start taking interest in this. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Because the state of the mind, though the prince is very enlightened, very aware, very alert. See, he's not depressed because of negativity. He's not unhappy because he's lacking anything in life. He's just completely, totally aware of the journey of life. He's seeing. He's seeing that a young child is born. After so much struggle, a child is born. After so much struggle, a child learns how to walk, eat, do everything. And the child is sent to school. And then the child starts making friendships and interactions and whatever. And then you reach the adolescence. Then you make friends or whatever. You get married, you get children, you get wives, you get this. He's seeing every age, that journey of a soul, of a body, of a human through different ages. And he's watching and observing that. And then he sees emptiness in that. It's a very rare thing. A lot of us, they say people have a flair for life. This guy is a very vibrant, he has a flair for life. What is the flair for life? What is this word called flair? Question to you. What is flair?
Affinity.
Passion.
Passion.
Affinity.
Affinity.
Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm. For what?
Joy in everything they're doing, everything.
Not enjoying everything.
Joy. Not enjoying.
Everything is a very dangerous word.
Happening, but
Enjoy.
whatever is happening
Correct.
is inside is
Correct.
joyful.
Enthusiastic, passionate, want to enjoy. Isn't it? Yes? Enjoy? What is behind enjoy?
Pain.
Desire.
Pain.
Desire. Vasana. Behind joy is what? My innate thirst, longing, desire for achieving, wanting, grasping, tasting, doing what I don't have right this moment. What I don't have right this moment, I have enthusiasm to go grab it, go get it, make it, create it, want it. You get what I'm saying? Yes? Behind every action of our life, behind the Kriya Shakti. Kriya Shakti, Kriya means action. Shakti, the power behind the action, the will behind the action of every human being. Nothing more than a desire. Yeah? Today I want to share with you something very interesting. I hope we will get a clarity on at least this topic. Mostly in coming from India, growing up in India, though I was born and raised not as a Hindu, but whatever, not in the Hindu tradition, but in a Punjabi tradition. You don't have this mindset of angels. Yeah? But then I learned, you grow up and you see people, you see temples, you see deities, you see all these things and everything, and then you say, okay, I go to the temple, I pray to the angels. Devata. Deva. Yes? I pray to the angels and the angels give me something. Isn't it? Now, when I started traveling in the world, when I went to Africa, I saw the same thing. The Africans were doing the same thing. Then I went to Europe, Europeans were doing the same thing. This is the angel of this, this is the angel of this, this is the angel of this, this is the angel. You pray to the angel gives you blessing. Very good. You go to North America, same thing. Central America, same thing. You start traveling and seeing people, culture from different people and realize, oh man, the whole world is doing the same thing. We feel in this moment, I don't have something. It could be anything. I don't have health, I don't have wealth, I don't have relationship, I don't have happiness, I don't have joy, I don't have da 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 da. Isn't it? Now how do I get it? Well, I make my effort. I'm not sure about my effort. I'm not sure whether it will fruition, it will come to a fruition or not. I'm not sure I will get it or not. Whatever I have embarked upon, whatever I have started upon. So what do? I don't know. People say there are angels. Let me go pray to them. Oh, I do my prayer sitting. Oh, angels don't do something. I light a candle, I tell people, whatever. So this, I want to make clear this conversation today about the aspect of angel. It is very simple, very beautiful. And I think for me, when I first learned about that, it was very freeing for me. You know what is the meaning of angels? Devata. Meaning of angel. You know it, I want you to say it today. I want you to really stamp it in your mind so that you don't need to find it outside of you. So what is the meaning of word Devata? Angels. Anybody would like to ponder over it?
Innocence of a child.
Huh?
Innocence of a child.
Innocence of a child, okay? Literally. Okay. What else?
The qualities of inner values within you which you admire.
Okay.
Or which you want to gain.
You want to gain some
like
value.
Strength or whatever the value be.
So those qualities.
Those qualities like Ganesha and
okay.
So
No, clear. Yeah. Very good. What else?
Your higher self.
Your higher self.
I mean divinity or godliness.
Your own.
That I do.
No need to pray then, right? It's only you. I pray to myself. Think about it. What is the word Devata?
The one who can give.
You पढ़ के आई क्या?
It's not in that.
Divine guidance leading you back to yourself.
Yes. I mean, in a different way. All are right. But the very precise, clear thing, Devata means one who can give. The one who can bestow. You go to somebody, he cannot give. Why will you go and ask him? Mom, I need food. Well, she can't give you food. Why would I go to her? You have money in your pocket, you go to a sweet meat shop or a chocolate factory. You end up in a fruit market, give me chocolate. Hey, fruit market, man. No, I want chocolate. Give me chocolate. It's a fruit market. The one only has, he can give you. Right? The word Devata means the one who gives. The word angel. Angel means what? Angel, behind the word angel is, you fulfill my desires. You give me what I really want. If somebody doesn't give you what you really want, will you call them angels? Oh, you are such an angel, you take care of me. You understand this? How we use this word? Devata, Deva, Deva Tattva. Deva does not mean divine. Everything is divine. Entire absolute universe is divine. Make sense? Absolute universe, absolute everything is divine. But in that divinity, that aspect which brings the boon, which creates, which fulfills our desire, which gives us, that is divine. That is Deva. So what is not divine? Sun is giving us something, moon is giving us something, fruits, trees are giving us something, fruits are giving us something. Everything in the nature is giving us something, correct? That's why in the Hindu tradition, in the Vedic tradition, yes, Peter, Vedic tradition. In the Vedic tradition, what we say, everything is divine, because everything in the nature has the ability to give, offer, fulfill, quench thirst. It's very, very important. It is there in you also. We forget our own self. We forget our own life. Now, what is the Deva Tattva in you? What is the Dev in you? You tell me. Now, it's a very technical question. Think before you speak.
Art of giving.
Huh?
Art of giving.
What is that which gives in you? What is that aspect which gives in you?
Parent. When you become parent, I think.
Only when you become parent?
I think love.
So you have not become a parent?
Yeah, I'm only taking it.
Okay. Yes? Yes? Rina?
Love. I don't know, maybe it's stupid answer.
No, it's okay. Answer is an answer.
By the very definition that you said, everything as in nature is part of divinity and gives. I'm that very part of the same nature. So it's my very aspect to give.
Correct. So what is that in you? You as a person now, in this moment, just look at you, just think, okay, I am this person with this name and everything, and my life is here. Nobody has given you anything in your world, in your life. Only you have brought you here. Only you. I don't know if I am being very strict about it, straight about it. Only you are responsible. Only you have brought yourself here in this moment, to this form, to this being, to this understanding, to what you are, right this moment. Yes? So what is behind that?
Desire.
The Shiva Tattva.
Ayyo Rama!
It's our own self.
No, it's very simple, yeah.
Karma.
Absolutely. The karma of the past, the actions of the past, the Paurush. One thing we have to understand from Yoga Vasistha. I'm actually taken the first chapter. And she was right head on this first chapter. Self-effort. Yeah, it's very important. Huh? We cannot live without effort, can we?
No.
Not possible. We have to keep making some effort. Every effort is a karma, isn't it? We are alive, we are breathing. We have people around us, the world around us. We have no choice but to act. Not acting is a passive karma. You say, I'm a lazy guy, I don't act. That is also a passive karma. As one is active karma, one is passive karma. Okay? Oh, God gave me this life, I am not happy, God is not very good at me. I Ram. Your actions of the past became the angels of the present moment. You are not feeling good. Your actions of the past has brought you here. The Deva in happening, in doing, in being is the result of your own karma of the past. That's why in the ancient Eastern traditions, there is a lot of emphasis on reincarnation. Past. You understand that? Whatever we are now, for last 40, 50, 60 years, whatever we are now is also an effect of last 40, 50, 60 years, isn't it? So very, very clearly, please remember this one thing today. With my folded hand, I ask you to remember, when you walk into a temple and you see something there, that is not the angel. That is not the real angel. That angel resides in you. That angel is in you. The very action you took, to get up from your home or whatever, drove you to that place and brought you to that environment, and you're feeling something, you're experiencing something, is your karma. You understand? Yes? And that is called prasad. The prasad of karma. Now the prasad or the offering or the fruit of the action can be good and not so good, isn't it? Sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't like it. Sometimes it's a deva, sometimes it is asura. Sometimes it is deva, sometimes it is not deva. Sometimes you say it is angel, sometimes it is like the other side of the angel. The guy with the red tail. Correct? It's very clearly, please be very clear. Paurushaha. Paurusha means we are doing karmas based on our desires. Isn't it? Yes? Correct?
Yes.
The root of desire is in mind. The quality of mind defines the quality of actions. Make sense? Actions, let's go back. The actions are originating as desires from the mind. Because the mind is full of desires, isn't it? And that mind is connected to the self. A man possessed by certain desires acts in this way, and a man possessed in certain other desire acts in this way. It's totally your mind possessed by the vasanas. The vasanas can be pro-nature, towards the nature, and vasanas can be on the opposite sides, the negative side of the nature. Make sense? Clear? Yes?
That also is decided by karma, right?
Yeah?
Your desires
Yeah?
to either walk towards nature or away from nature is decided by karma.
Correct. Your own.
But what remains the same as your true self? Is
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. Your own, not somebody else's. Let's be careful.
Where does the daiva come in? That part I didn't understand.
So Paurusha is the act, the will of doing that action. Paurusha. I do Purusharth. I take action. I do stuff. Possessed by my desires. Now whether they are in sattva, whether they are in high energy, or whether they are in low energy. Correct? And then whatever happens, whatever fruit I get out of those actions, that fruit in the form is called Deva Prasada. Deva. I got this. Oh, I am feeling so grateful, so lucky, God is with me, I feel the angels are protecting me all the time. You have done those actions. You have done those karmas and you are feeling this way. Because your desires are fulfilled. You are sitting in comfort. Am I confusing you?
No.
I think I am clinically telling you very, clinically I am dissecting it. Are you getting it? Yes? A person's desires ends up becoming his karma. Yeah? And they are coming from a certain mind. A mind obsessed by a certain quality. Yeah? And that action is called Purusharth. Yeah? So when you act in a certain way, some results can happen. Either this way or that way. So Deva Tattva, Devata, angels are the efforts of actions taken pro nature, towards the nature. As the nature is moving, how the nature is, if you move towards that, it's what? It's a prasad. It's a good fruit of action. And then if it's not pro-nature, it starts dissolving. It starts giving you stress. You don't like it. You want to get rid of it. Isn't it? So that is not pro-nature. So suddenly the clarity of Sat Karma and Dush Karma becomes very clear. Of good actions and not so good actions are very clear. So I don't want to call it bad action. I want to call it actions in line with nature and action not in line with nature. Make sense? Yes?
If our actions are not aligned with nature, then the quality of karma will be not so good.
Correct.
And then they will put you down.
Correct.
And then again, your quality of karma is not good.
Correct.
So you go more down.
Correct.
So what is the way to come out of it?
Talking. You come here, I tell you that, you realize it, you come out of it. If I don't open the door for you, how will you go out? That is exactly what the sage is doing to Rama. Rama is depressed, is unhappy, he is down. Vasistha says, come here boy, sit in front of me, talk to me. So then Vasistha starts telling him step by step, see what is happening in your mind. See, this is how this is. We can get stuck in the idea of Deva Prasada or the boon of the angels or the gift of the angels. My life is a gift of the angels, I'm very happy. Or, oh, my life sucks, man, it's a gift of what angels, man? Correct? So one can go into depression or appreciation, either form. So somebody needs to guide you in the line of the nature, in towards the line of the nature. That is a guru, that is a master, which picks you up and shows you to the path, You have to walk yourself, but somebody has to show you. Correct?
But then his buddhi is, he can't judge, he can't make right understanding.
Correct.
So how do, even if Guru is telling, but it's not clear because knowledge doesn't make sense.
That's why yoga. Yoga means Dirgha Kalam Nirantaram. At a long period of time you keep going to your master. You don't shine in one go. Sometimes it takes you to shine, you go back home, you do the same thing. You come back again, you go back, you do the same thing. Sometimes it takes few days to shine this mind. Sometimes master will also give you a stick, hey, pat, wake you up. So master is not always somebody who is very nice to you. If a master is always nice to you, he is not a good master. If a mother is always cajoling and pampering, the child will be you know what a child will be. You understand? A good mother is one who looks at the life of the child in a wholesome way. Sometimes she will cajole and pamper, sometimes she is like, hey, get up and wake up and go. Go to the school. This is good discipline, isn't it? Get up, drink this, do this. Don't do drama. Isn't it? Oh, show your eyes. Hey. Somebody is going to get hurt. Right? Because good mother is not always giving sweets. Oh, take sweets. Oh, please. Oh, my baby. Oh, my baby. You want to destroy the child. Isn't it? So that's the work of a master. So if a mother does that to a child, the master does that in a much bigger way to the child. And they say the master has his mysterious ways of doing it. You can't judge a master like that. He will do it. Don't worry. You just have to be patient. I am in the right place. He will do it. Even if I am negative, don't worry. I will get a stick one day. I'll get up. And if you don't take that karma to come back, that's your karma. You can't blame it on somebody. This is what I am clearly saying. Our life is a function of what we do. Yes? Clear?
Yes.
That is Devata. I give myself the quality of my life. Nobody else. I am my own Devata. I am my own angel. Because of my past action, this fruit has come. Now because of this action, I can do a corrective action and create a better fruit. Do you get what I am saying? Yes? The work of the master is only to bring you awareness. Actions you have to take yourself. Yes?
My action brought me here
Yes.
to learn.
Correct.
So is that determined by my karma?
Yes, totally. Of the past.
So if it is negative, I will never come here? So the cycle will continue?
There must have been some good ones. That's why you are here.
So for others, the bad cycle, that will continue?
Could continue. Could continue.
Huh?
Could continue.
So how does that break?
You find a doctor. If I am sick and if I don't find somebody to cure me, if I say I'm going to heal myself, well, there is a possibility you could. But when you find a doctor, he is able to help you in that, right? The whole healing system, the medical system is based on that. The whole justice system is based on that. The whole psychology, psychiatric, Floyd, Socrates is based on that. You find somebody where you put your trust and say, this person will help me.
So there is hope for those with bad karma.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But my point in saying for you discussing, I really wanted to discuss this thing today so that I can move tomorrow. This is very important. I find people get stuck in this one idea. God has been unkind to me. God has been kind to me, God has been unkind to me. Oh, life has been unkind to me. I'm not happy because life did that to me. No, my dear. Your karma of your past, your purusharth, your actions of your collective actions of your past have brought out a fruit, a result, which you are reaping now. I am getting, are you sure? Straight, very straight. No ambiguity in it. It's my actions of my past brings me here. Now when I am awakened, now that I see, can I take better action? That freedom you have now, right? If I am awakened, if I am aware, if I can align myself to nature, those corrective actions I can do right now. That freedom I have this moment. The angels are not angels outside of you. The Devata are not outside of you, are the fruits of your very actions. Period. Got it? The word Devata. कौन देने वाला है? तुम्हारा कर्म ही तुमको देने वाला है. तुम्हारा कर्म ही तुमको दे रहा है. कोई और देने वाला नहीं है. जैसा सत्कर्म किया तो सत ही मिला, दुष्कर्म किया तो दुष ही मिला. समझ में आया? Yes? Clear? Yes?
So is there nothing called grace from God?
You want a chauffeur, huh? You want a chauffeur, a butler, a masseuse, a cook, all in one in wife,
The
huh?
Christians believe that there is a grace of God.
Huh?
Right? The Christians believe that there is a grace of God.
Not just Christians. Every human being experiences grace. Grace is like sun. The rays of the sun on the earth. Is there any point that the sun is not out there?
Well, I'd like to think that we are all children of God, and
Yes.
God, our Creator, loves us.
Yes.
If He loves us,
Yes.
He'll take care of us.
Yes.
And because that's the way parents give us grace.
Correct.
And even though we have been nasty,
Yeah.
they don't always give us a stick.
Correct.
They give us opportunities.
Correct.
So I would like to think that my Creator does the same thing to me.
True. So where is the conversation?
So then there is grace that goes beyond karma, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Grace has got nothing to do with karma. What I am saying is, what you are now, in this moment, your state of mind, your state of body, your state of health, wealth and whatever, is yours. Is the prasada, is the boon, is the gift of your past karma. Purely. That paurusha, that collective action has brought you this angel, this state, right this moment. Nothing else. Recognizing that is grace. Grace is not doing, understanding. It is recognition. Oh, grace is. Sun is. Existence is. Infinity is. Grace is. There is. Love is. Is period. Understand? We love in that. We live in this grace. But in this grace we do our actions. Because of our desires. Understand? So if you turn the focus of your desire, it determines the quality of your life. Wherever you change the focus of your desire. If those desires are totally, specifically directed towards your selfish being, selfish life, you will get what you will get. If there is some service element, something larger to the society, something other than involved in it, which is little less unselfish, then the quality will change. Correct? As simple as that. Yes?
So is there somebody without desires?
Yeah. There are moments in the mind of without desires. It's not something like completely empty. Cannot be. Because even this empty vacuum infinity has us in it. So think about it. With the millions and millions of galaxies and stars and universes and multiverses and so many multiverses and realms are there in the vacuum, the infinite. So though I mean, this is the first chapter, the creation. We'll discuss it tomorrow. Yeah? From the subtle to the matter. From the nothingness to the being. But one is very important to understand, that enlightened people do also have their ups and downs. Till your last breath of your life, you will need to use, apply knowledge. You cannot say, all my life I was using reading knowledge, and one day I don't need to use my knowledge. Knowledge not used is called stupidity. Knowledge used is called wisdom. The usage of knowledge, or the measure of greatness of knowledge, is in its applicability. Make sense? If you apply the knowledge, it is called wisdom. If you cannot apply the knowledge, it is called nothing. Make sense? It has of no use. It is only in the book. Make sense? Yes? So the first step to understand is, even the great minds can go into depression and negativity, and here and there. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it's very, very important. And then you have a conversation. When you have engaged into a conversation, when you're listening, when you spend time in that conversation, then some openings can happen. Why we say give 100% listening? The conversation is a two-way thing, right? It's give and take. If you are not in the conversation with anybody, you know call and response, you will not get. And it is your karma. Your karma of not listening is your ignorance. You could have gotten, but you didn't, because you were not listening. Isn't it? So if you start seeing that life has been created like this. This is why this whole thing is all about mind. It's all very mindful. It's not very heartful. You go to Bhagavad Gita, Krishna deals with many things. Knowledge, wisdom, devotion, meditation, many different things. You come to Yoga Vasistha, it's all mindfulness. A lot of mind in this. Ability to recognize the mind, become aware of the mind, understand how this whole thing has come up, and transcend that. Yeah? Through the mind, through a conversation. It's very important to have a conversation. And in a conversation, what is most important? Listening. Very important. So for me, the first step to make you understand this. Yeah. And then, the first thing, like, funny. Pillow. We are not in a hurry. We're just sitting like a family.